Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a quick draft of March of the Machine. I haven't had too many opportunities to play on Arena recently, but I'm hoping that today I'll have at least 2 drafts available to upload over the next week or so. I'm very hyped about this set. I already have 2 articles released in short order on Hipsters of the Coast, and there's also a whole lot of content on the other platforms that I write for, including Eminence Gaming and Commander's Herald. A lot of wonderful Commander cards inside this set, and I'm super duper excited to play it in Limited as well. Now, for our rare, we have Into the Fire. Not really a card I'm super duper excited about. Oracle of Tragedy is fine, but it's not really where I want to begin a draft. Actually, this is just not an especially strong pack to begin with. Kenra Spellspear, probably one of the cards I'm most excited about, but it's in red, a color that I'm ironically the least excited about. Gift of Completion is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Efar's Dispersal, also pretty good, but not really one I want to first pick. Volcanic Spite might actually be the pick, or Invasion of Margonda. Invasion of Margonda I'm actually quite happy with. I like this card a lot. Value on the front side, creature on the back side. It doesn't take too much effort to fit into your deck and find a way to play it, but it's certainly not free. It does have 6 defense counters, and that's a lot. It's pretty hard to hit for 6. What do I actually take here? That's the question. I think it's between Volcanic Spite and Invasion of Margonda. I think I'll be taking the Invasion here just to stay out of red. That's how much I don't like red. Might be the wrong thing to do, but that's just what I'm on lately. Artistic Refusal, wonderful blue card. It's actually a lot more playable than it looks for a 6-mana counterspell. Izumi Freewheeler, pretty solid. Tandem Takedown, just another great green removal spell. Vanquish the Weak, solid black card. Thunderhead Squadron, pretty solid blue card. Some good blue here. Alabaster Host Intercessor, also pretty solid. But I think I'm just going to stay green and take the Tandem Takedown. It's a fine enough green card to keep us on theme. Green cards in this pack suck. This is bad. This is not good. Or not great anyway, it's just perfectly fine. And Seed of Hope, I just don't like that card. It misses too often. Invasion of the Xerox, pretty cool. Timuret, nice. Merciless Repurposing, probably what I'm going to take here. Just a great black card. There has been a little bit of blue, so Oracle of Tragedy and Assimilate Essence do get a bit of a nod here. There's also Final Flourish. And you know what? I think I will take the Final Flourish over the Merciless Repurposing. Captive Weird. See, now I wish I'd taken the blue card. There's also an Overgrown Pest. So like Overgrown Pest and Captive Weird kind of occupy a similar role. On turn 3, once you have this in play, you're doing a thing, getting a 3/3, and getting a top card. Overgrown Pest has similar card selection and card advantage qualities, and it's in a color that we're already established in. Only other cards inside the pack that I'm super excited about would be Captive Weird, followed by Failed Conversion, but I'm just going to take an Overgrown Pest. Inga Runei's, pretty okay. Furtive Analyst, not really exciting at all. Scornblade Berserker, I like this. This is solid. Order of the Mare, fine. Backside's not bad. And there's a Gloomfang Mauler and a War Historian. Also an Alabaster Host Sanctifier as the best white card in the pack. I don't like this green card. I just don't think it's good. I think I'm on the Scornblade Berserker, the Inga Runei's, or the Order of the Mirror. Maybe even the Gloomfang Mauler. I don't want to take a white card, because I don't really think that these are especially great. Green-white's not a color combination I like a lot. Black-green has some access to some good uncommons. The Vat Keeper's wonderful. The removal suite's pretty nice. We already have a pretty good amount of removal. I chose Doombringer's not the worst with Invasion of Margonda, but it's not especially impressive. I think I'm supposed to take a Scornblade Berserker here. Traumatic Revelation is playable. Sunder the Gateway and Tarkir Duneshaper are playable. Some okay blue cards. Okay red card. Just kind of okay cards overall. Wildwood Escort, though, I like this card a lot. It's fine in power and toughness, and then it just gets you something back. Pretty solid. Ooh, Skittering Surveyor. Wonderful card. Only card that comes into contention with it is Tangled Skyline, because this card is wonderful. 5 life, incubate 5, and Phyrexians who control have reach. That's a pretty big roadblock for most decks to get through. Problem is we already have 2 5s, and I don't want to get too congested in the 5-drop slot. So while I love this card and I'd love to play it, I'm just going to take the Skittering Surveyor. Well, now we have Invasion of Urgatha, which I haven't been super duper impressed with, but sometimes it pings something that has 1 toughness and you're just very impressed. Surge of Salvation. I actually think this card's quite nice. Just it's 1 mana, very easy to hold up, and then if you ever play against black or red, you just go nuts. Assimilate Essence, probably the best card in the pack. In a vacuum, it's just, I think it's good. I've actually been pretty impressed with it. Even if they pay the 4, they're paying an additional 4 for whatever the spell is, plus you get your Incubate too. But I think, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm going to miss an Iridescent Blade Master, so I'll just take the Tarkir Dune Shaper or Surge of Salvation or Assimilate Essence. I'll take the Assimilate Essence. Might be a mistake, because white seems to be a little bit more open. But now we have a Wary Thespian and a Gloomfang Mauler, and I'm just going to take the Wary Thespian. I think it's not that much worse than the other one. Artistic Refusal comes back, that's pretty interesting. Infected Defector is not awful. But I'm just going to take this. It's just a great card. Oracle of Tragedy or another Assimilate Essence. I'm on Oracle. I think Oracle's perfectly playable, just not impressive. Scroll Shift or Protocol Knight. Not really the kind of Knight strategy deck. Blue-green isn't really that, but I'll take it, sideboard it. I'm not going to probably play it. Enduring Bond Warden, meh. Furtive Analyst. If I end up audibling into green-white, the Bond Warden is better. More likely to play the Hanger Scrounger than the Beatstick. And a Forest. Into pack 2 we have pretty good rare here, but we also have a Blight Reaper Thallid, and some pretty great green cards as well. And a Final Flourish. But I think, honestly, I should probably be taking a green card here, because our green is far and away the best stuff that we have, just great all the way through. And in black, we only have the Final Flourish as our good black card. With that in mind, I'm looking at the Sandstalker Moloch, Tangled Skyline, or Chomping Kavu. We only have 1 3-drop, and Sandstalker Moloch I've actually been pretty impressed by. And while I'd love to take a Blight Reaper Thallid or Final Flourish in case we end up in black-green, I think Sandstalker Moloch is not, like, awful. It's perfectly playable, and actually quite good against blue and black. So I'm going to take it. Alright, well there's a Emoti Celebrant of Bounty, pretty great card. Also a Portent Tracker, not bad. Otherwise there's another Blight Reaper, which, I mean, if I was sure to be inside of black-green, I would love this card, but I'm not. Black was not really flowing at the end of pack 1, and maybe it's a little bit better going around here, but just going to take an Emoti, because we're looking like we're equally likely to be blue-green, in which case I think Emoti's going to be better than maybe hedging on a color that doesn't look open. Alright, yeah, and we get rewarded pretty much immediately because we have a Skyclave Aerialist, which is a pretty good card. Also a Converter Beast inside the pack, that's a solid card as well, but I'm just going to take this. Skyclave Aerialist is too good to pass up. Now we're kind of getting punished a little bit here, but not really. Like, sure, we have some great white cards in the pack. White was looking a little bit open in pack 1, but, like, I don't think we were looking to be in green-white. It just didn't look like that deck was coming together. For us, we have a Converter Beast. We are going to take that. And the black cards in that pack, they weren't really all that exciting anyway. Preening Champion, we're just going to snatch that right up right now. One of the highest win rate cards in the entire format. 2/2 flyer with a 1/1 attached, 3 power, 3 toughness, 2 of it flying. Excellent at basically any stage of the game. I mean, you play this on turn 3 after your opponent plays some random, like, wary thespian, and they groan. They groan, they cry, and they have to sit back and watch as you take over the game with silly commons. Corruption of Tawashi is another consideration. Not over the Preening Champion, obviously, but I would like to wheel it. Or the Eyes of Quitaxius. I'd even consider playing the Stormblade Assailant if it came back. Alright, we have Ravenous Sailback, which honestly, I haven't been very impressed with that card. I think it's just fine. Skittering Surveyor, on the other hand, great. It's just like an Overgrown Pest, but it only gets a land, and it always gets a land. So I'm just going to take it. Pretty happy with that. Crystal... How... Did I just forget that this card existed? I feel like I've never seen it before. I really feel like I've never seen this card before. Well, it is pretty awful, so I guess that's why. Cycling and it doesn't do anything, because it's 4 mana. Yeah, no thanks. I really don't think I want Moment of Truth either. Just a bunch of white stuff in the pack. Looks like Blue-White Knights was kind of there, but like the card quality is just not too great. None of the 4 mana 2/2/2s. None of the Zhalfirin Knights, the 3/3s that get +1/+1 when you play a knight. So yeah, I don't like this card. I don't like this card. Let's take this and not play it. Alright, we have a Blighted Burgeoning. Not really excited about that. Invasion of Mug. Not really excited about that either. We do have 2 Skittering Surveyors, so there is the option of us splashing. Problem is, we're not really splashing anything yet, so we'll take the Blighted Burgeoning. And... jeez. Yeah, it's looking like white's more and more open. We can cut blue. Starting with a Daxos, I think, would be the best way to do that. I don't really want to take a Bladed Battlefan. Artistic Refusal comes back. Not really excited to play 2 of those, but I'm more excited than I am about Moment of Truth or Aerial Boost. Alright. Well, there's a Knight of the New Coalition. I didn't think that would come back at all, but we'll take it. There's a chance that we end up inside of white instead of blue. Cut Short, definitely better than all those other cards. Aerial Boost or Moog. Honestly, I really do believe that Aerial Boost is better. Another Aerial Boost or a Portent Tracker. We don't have that many 2s, so we'll take it. Let's cut these black cards. They're just not great. Final Flourish, get out of here. Okay, so Invasion of Tarkir. This card's great. It was inside of, I want to say, I think part 2 of my Commander review of March of the Machine, as a card that's going to go into basically every Dragon deck that can play it. Like, the baseline is Shock, and then you flip it and it's a 4/4 flyer that also shocks whenever it attacks. So it's just incredible. There's nothing bad about the card whatsoever. Otherwise, in the pack, we have a pretty good Zhalfirin Lancer here. That's looking like it's more and more playable by the minute. So if we cut this blue stuff out, we're looking at Wildwood Escort, Blighted Burgeoning, and some Knight stuff. Zhalfirin Lancer, are any of our green cards Knights? No, 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 and no. Yeah, we're in pack 3 already. I don't like switching this late, but like we are really at the turning point here. We have a bunch of medium blue stuff. We could take a Captive Weird that makes stuff like Artistic Refusal better. But do we want to cut Preening Champion and Skyclave Aerialist for like a couple of okay white cards? Like an Aerial Boost and a Daxos? No, I think we stay on plan and we take a Captive Weird and be happy about it. Now there's another Oracle of Tragedy, a Disturbing Conversion, another Skittering Surveyor. We already have two of those and Overgrown Pest. I think we're kind of stacked on solid threes that get us card advantage. Another great white card, but that's okay. We have plenty of great stuff going on in our deck already. A little bit of a miss on power level, but that's the only thing that I really think is like missing here. But I still think... Yeah, I still think cards like... we need some fours. Cards like Inga Rune Eyes probably are best in this deck, when we have like Skittering Surveyors and random twos that we can clog up the board with to get into scraps where we can find a way to trigger it. Invasion of Zendikar. This card is actually pretty great. Meeting of Minds, however, also pretty great. So I'm going to take Meeting of Minds. I'd like the Thornwood Falls, but we are a little bit low on playables at this point. We're going to play the Artistic Refusal at this rate, probably. Alright, Temporal Cleansing, pretty good. Iridescent Blade Master and a Converter Beast. We're just going to take a Temporal Cleansing. What is our deck looking like for creatures? 14? Yeah, I think that's fine. Kami of Whispered Hopes. We don't really have any good ways to back things up. We don't have any... Do we have any backup cards at all? I don't think so. So it's like Protocol Knight, Vengeant Earth, Kami of Whispered Hopes. I'm not really excited about any of those cards. This card just doesn't do anything. I'm going to take Kami and look to not play it. Astral Wingspan, Preening Champion number 2 is going to be the pick here. Another Oracle of Tragedy, that would make 3, but we're just going to take a Streetwise Negotiator. This card's incredibly good. Change the Equation is fine, but there's also another Meeting of Minds. There's also a Zhalfirin Shapecraft, and with 2 Preening Champions, Overgrown Pest, and 2 Skittering Surveyors, cards like Zhalfirin Shapecraft actually get quite a bit better. And as far as card advantage goes, we do have a Captive Weird, Oracle of Tragedy to help us loot away excess lands, the Overgrown Pest and the Skittering Surveyors to help us get a little further into our deck and keep the lands coming, Meeting of Minds, and then on the top end we also have 2 times Artistic Refusal, and a Wildwood Escort in addition to a couple of, well, just 1 battle. So it's a bit of a tough call. I think, oddly enough, I should probably just take the Meeting of Minds, but I want to try out the Shapecraft. I think it'll be good in this deck. Disturbing Conversion, not really what we're looking for. How free is it to splash a Halo Forger? So we have 2 Skittering Surveyors, Overgrown Pest, we have a Kami we're not playing, we have a Blighted Burgeoning we're probably not playing either, but if we wanted to we could, but we're already at 24 cards. I think we'll just play a Disturbing Conversion instead of a Halo Forger, and not even play it. Another Oracle. Not really impressed with Oracle, it's just a 2. Not really impressed with the Ancient either. We don't really have any kind of mill payoffs either. So I'm not really like super excited about this. Oracle, look not to play it. Wicked Slumber. We're also going to take that and still look to not play it if we can help it. Converter Beast comes back. We'll take that. This card we're not going to play, or an uncommon for vault value. Mirrodin Avenge. No one plays that. And Swamp. Alright. It was a bit of an awkward draft. Not a lot of high power level cards coming around. But I think we got a pretty solid deck. We have some combat stuff going on. Some ways to get in. Preening Champions. Some kind of engine-y cards like Overgrown Pest and Skittering Surveyor. A little bit of card draw, a tiny bit of interaction. With some work, I think we can make this happen. I'm not, like, excited about the deck, but there's nothing wrong with it. Look to play 16 instead of 17 because of the hand smoother. And then let's just try and get our curve a little worked out. Important Tracker, we don't really have the biggest, like, deck here going tall, so we'll just take out Important Tracker. It's our weakest tomb. All the rest of our twos are pretty good. For creatures, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play on turn 2 or earlier. I like that. That seems like enough. And for reactive spells, we have Assimilate Essence and Zilfir Shapecraft. 2 Preening Champions and a bunch of great value and removal cards at 3 and 4 and 5. Yeah, this looks fine to me. Then we have the 2 Artistic Refusals to trigger the Emoti. Which, we don't have any bad hits with Artistic Refusal, except Assimilate Essence. Everything else is actually just perfectly fine. Yeah, and Emoti also, the only bad thing we can hit is this, and there's so many other hits with other better cards. Let's go ahead and change the name here to Hopes and Dreams, because we are hoping and dreaming to make it to 7 wins. Gonna just jump right into a game here. Waste no time. Things are looking pretty fun. Alright. 3 lands, Skittering Surveyor, Overgrown Pest, some stuff to make it work. Beat stuff in combat. Hard to get really blown out with these cards as well, because it'll just be a 1-for-1 with the Shapecraft. I like this card, this hand a lot, so we're just gonna keep it. Dune Shaper. Alright, our opponent's got a pretty solid curve already. See if they can follow it up with anything good. Well, okay. All in on the Dune Shaper right now. During Bond Warden, not really a card I think is that good in this situation. Alright, yeah, we'll just pass the turn again. Next turn is a Preening Champion or Overgrown Pest. I think it's Overgrown? No, Preening Champion's better. We already have the lands, and we're just going to have the opportunity to Zilfir and Shapecraft on one of our little dudes. Yep. Oh, we got blue. We got blue over here. So it's looking like we're trying to do some Knight shenanigans, maybe? Some great cards out of Blue-White Knights, I'll tell you that. Yep, there's one of them, speaking of. Yeah, we're still not going to block here. We don't really have great blocks. 4 lands, only 1 green. Yeah, we're just going to play out an Overgrown Pest here. We're going to go get ourselves a green. Nice. Pretty happy about that. Then we're going to attack. No Secret Reach over there, so we're not blocking with the champion, so attacking is a good plan. We still don't have great blocks on the Dune Shaper, sadly. They're going to attack us for 5 here. Alright, so we are going to block the Knight of the New Coalition. Aerial Boost? No. It looks like they might have Aerial Boost, but there's nothing I can do about that. Alright, now here's where things get interesting. We can cast a Skittering Surveyor and hold up Zilfir and Shapecraft, or we can cast an Emoti Celebrant of Bounty and see if there's anything that we hit. I think we hold up... I think we play the Skittering Surveyor and hold up the Shapecraft. We're gonna take action, go get ourselves a green mana. Alright, yeah. Can't really afford to attack at this life total. Does seem like they have the white spell. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're gonna block there. Turn this into a 4-3. Oh, that is trample too. Whoopsie. That would have been bad. Alright, 3 life's a little bit precarious, but next turn we have 6 mana. We could do some stuff, right? Six mana lets us cast an Inga Runais and still hold up Assimilate Essence, or we can just pull the trigger on the Celebrant of Bounty. I think we hold off here because Assimilate Essence is kind of useful. Or do we just play it? Yeah, I think we can find a way to make Inga Runais work. Plus I like Scry 3. I don't like any of these cards, so we're just going to bin all of them. Okay, and after blocks we can even Meeting of Minds if we don't want to do something with Assimilate Essence. That's pretty tedious, but you know what? That actually makes our play even better. Because we can block the Fairy Mastermind, and with the Inga Runais, draw 3 cards. Yeah. And then draw 2 with Meeting of Minds as well. Alright. To blockers we go. This will block here. This will block here. And this will block here. Block there. Yeah, I think we have to Meeting of Minds now, right? Not necessarily, because it doesn't have trample or anything, so... Oh wow, yeah. Fairy Mastermind. I didn't really have a choice there but to play into it. Okay, so we make some trades, we chump with our thing. We still have an Inga. They play an Enduring Bond Warden. They're just going to go all in on that. That's fine with me. This turn, we have Emoti, and we still have Assimilate Essence up. So I will play that. Streetwise Negotiator, fine with that. Yeah, I'll put the counter here. And I think we do this because we can't really afford to play around a flyer. If they attack with the order, sure, that's fine. We can beat a generic 4-4. Wow, nothing? Okay. That's fine with me too. Here, we are going to play out the Skyclave Aerialist, or do we not want to do that? So if we play out the Wildwood Escort, we won't be able to hold up Assimilate Essence and Artistic Refusal. If we play out the Skyclave Aerialist, however, we do get that opportunity. This is when it blocks... No, just when it becomes blocked. Okay. So we're going to play out the Skyclave. We're going to play this out. But what do we have in our graveyard anyway? Converter Beast, Preening Champion. Yeah, I think we just get back a Preening Champion here. I don't think we're really concerned about beef. Our way to win is through the sky. And no attacks. We can't afford to do anything pre-combat, so... Oh dear, that's not good. Yeah... Yeah, that's good. Just that. Okay. Well, we will block here. Autopay, please. Sure. Put a 1/1 counter on something, and then have it fight. We'll put a 1/1 counter on our Wildwood Escort. We'll put it on Inga. Have it fight that. Pitch a land. They kill that. Captive Weird. Okay, I think we have to play out the Preening Champion this turn. Just in case they have an aerial boost or something like that. Play out the Captive Weird as well. Go to combat. Swing with Inga into the invasion. Okay, we get through. Yep. Well, I don't like that. But we still have good blocks on the Order of the Alabaster Host. Next turn we also get to flip, so I don't think that was worth countering. Alright, so is there any argument for... What's our deck size? 12? Yeah, we do have to kind of start moving here. Let's just go to combat and Preening Champion it up. With that 5/5 there, our attacks are just not especially good. We're gonna cast this, yeah. We will cast a Converter Beast. Yep. So, something that grants flying, we have to counter. We have plenty of mana for that. What the hell? They just go get their best instant or sorcery, but we have a counter spell, and it's pretty much impossible for them to flip. Yeah, sure. So next turn we can start pecking in with the Preening Champion. We can also give our 5/5 +2/2 and lose all other abilities to turn it into a 7/7. Sunfall? Okay, sure. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna flip this now. Sunfall really what they wanted to go get? Sure. I mean, I'm not going to tell my opponent that they're playing badly here, but Sunfall benefits me very much. Yeah, we're going to target this. Combat time, wink, and wink. Block if you will, my friend. Jump. Yeah. Sure. Okay, I don't think I can really do much here. I don't have a reason to play out the Skittering Surveyor. In fact, I think we can't, considering our deck size is kind of small here. Drawing lands is fine, drawing spells is fine, we just have to survive. Not really afraid of the Skyclave Aerialist too much, but I do want to take their whole turn away with it. They are going to pay. Sure. That just means the Preening Champion can't get in. We still have solid blocks with everything else. Alright, Sandstalker, come here. Cool. Alright, we'll take a forest, I guess. And then we'll flip this. Alright, I just noticed Preening Champion's the only flyer we have, and Skyclave Aerialist is actually pretty awful for us. But they're pretty far away from flipping any of those things. We put ourselves in a position where we could die accidentally, so we're going to play the Oracle of Tragedy. Yeah, we're going to draw a card and then discard a card. Go to combat. Target our big boy? Where's our big boy? Attack with it. And we're also going to attack with the Preening Champion. Target up to 2 things I control. Target this, and we'll target this. Go ahead and block if you will. 8 cards left. We do have enough power and toughness on board to probably just kill them with an outright attack next turn. We just have to survive this exact one. Sunfall, we're just going to counter. Alright, our opponent has seen enough. Feels like we played that one a little bit loose, but ultimately we just had too much card advantage, and our opponent couldn't compete. Playing like we're really in Bronze Tier 4, and we are, so hoping to pump it up, claim our prize, and play again. Alright. Not too many players with a rank as low as ours, so we'll be playing up for most of this time. Great. Excellent hand. Excellent. I love this. Wow, we have a perfect curve. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't mind if I do. Play a 2-1. Play a 2-1 that can attack. You know what? I'll accept a 2-2. That's fine too. Yeah. Pretty much trade for any spell here. Preening Champion? I'll counter that. What you got for me? Yeah, I really don't want to see a Billy Rider. You know what? I think I'm on the Overgrown Pest. They can't flip this next turn, and the Pest is just good. Gives them a little bit more time to kill the Captive Weird, but that's okay with me. We have double that. Well, reveal 5 lands? Yikes. Invasion of Dominaria. Well, I'm not really afraid of that card. Well, I am, but like they're not flipping it anytime soon. Play this out, and you just play out a Converter Beast, or do we just flip the Captive Weird? I think if we let them untap, there's a chance we might not be flipping this. Yeah, I think we just flip it. Skyclave Aerialist, pretty good. So they need Removal Spell or Combat Trick to get through Overgrown Pest. I'm happy just flipping and attacking. And like even Removal Spell to get rid of this or Combat Trick just beats it. It doesn't kill the invasion. Doesn't defeat the battle. We're going to play out the Skyclave Aerialist next turn and probably the Sandstorm Moloch. Oh wow. Okay, you know what? Fair. I guess I did deserve that, but they still don't kill it. They're going to sacrifice it? No. You know, that wasn't really that good of a turn for them. The battle's at 1, but now I'm untapping with all of my tools available to me. Play out a Skyclave Aerialist. Attack with this. Go ahead and get the damage. Pass the turn. Cast some stupid blue spell, please. What does this turn into? They get another copy of something that's tapped and attacking. Sure. If they want to spend their whole turn flipping it, that's fine with me. Sure. Sure. Okay, they're going to do that. Alright, we're going to flash this in. Block here. Block here. We already got a card out of the Moloch. Preening Champion, that's a pretty incredible draw. Alright, we are just going to attack with both. I don't really see the need to, If we play out the Converter Beast, we don't have enough for Meeting of Minds. We'll just play out the Preening Champion. Now, Furnace Rains would get us, or at least get them the invasion, but we're so ahead on board right now. Sure. Okay. Autopay. Wow. Sheesh. Alright, well... Put a counter here. Go to combat. Defender. Vigilance. You want to take 8? They do want to take 8. I don't know if I should be worried about that. The flip side of this is just a 4/4. So I think we play out the Converter Beast to insulate ourselves against literally Sunfall and basically nothing else. We can block with the Converter Beast, and I'm okay with that because we can get it back with a Wildwood Escort. And that's even if they want to equip up. They do want to equip up, fine by me. Alright, well that's the game then. Yeah, we will block. Alright, go to combat. Good game to our opponent. Invasion of Dominaria, pretty good card, but sadly not that good in this position. That's why Preening Champion is such a good card. Also, shout out to Captive Weird, making sure that we had card advantage and a solid size beater. Okay, so we have a hand. It's got some stuff. I just need one land and a Preening Champion becomes incredible. I'll keep it. Already have a Streetwise Negotiator that we can do something with. On the play, it's a little bit aggressive to keep, but I think it's okay. Miss on land, but we have another turn. In the meantime, we have the Streetwise Negotiator. Our opponent oopsing. Maybe they had a Captive Weird. No Captive Weird for the opponent. We have to pass because we have nothing to do. They're going to land cycle? Yep. Oh, did they keep a hand they didn't want to? Maybe they kept a hand with all blue? No of their second color? Uh-oh. Looks like that might be what happened. Preening Champion of their own? Yeah, fair enough. We did draw a land, so we're just going to attack here. If they want to double block, that's fine with me. Sure. Trade my 2 for their much better 3. Play a Preening Champion and, well, you know what? I think I just play an Overgrown Pest. We need to hit our land drops here. Only thing stopping us from really taking over this game is that we're just not hitting our land drops. Because we have so many great cards in hand. I'd love to play a Preening Champion, but I just have better stuff to do. Yikes. Don't like that at all. Don't really have a good opportunity to flip the Converter Beast with how constrained we are on mana, but I think Inga Runei's after our attack is a good place to start. Make sure that we can get in... Maybe it was worth just getting Meeting of Minds? Oh, well, never mind, we're scrying 3, what am I saying? I like it. Turns on Invasion, next turn Captive Weird, another land for Artistic Refusal and all that other stuff. Yeah, I think we just keep all 3 on top. Attack for 2. Alright. We're ahead in life totals. Let's see if we can stay ahead in card advantage and general game plan. If they double spell here, that might be trouble, but I think the onus is on them to try and double spell, so if they take their turn to do it this turn, I have a good chance of making Invasion of Maragonda actually work. They will attack. Appropriate sequencing from the opponent. Okay, Oppo, what you got? Light Reaper Thallid, that's a good one. What else? I know you want to floop. I know you want to turn it on. Come on. As far as dispersal my Inga. Yeah, I mean that does work, but not that well. That's just okay. Now they can Xerix, which is fine. Alright, so here we have to Invasion of Maragonda. Bink. And then, do we attack? No, I don't really think we have an opportunity to. If they want to flip the Thallid, we'll block it. Otherwise, we'll try to block the Knight. Next turn, we have Inga as well as Captive Weird. Alright, they're going to just do that, and flip. Are they not going to flip? Oh, no, they're going to flip. Okay. Sure. I don't really mind them flipping. That's fine with me. Berserker. Okay, sure. Alright, yeah. Makes sense. No blocks. Converter Beast, Captive Weird? Is that what we're doing? Converter Beast can... The Incubate token can block, so that's good. Next turn we'll have 6 mana. So if we play out the Inga, we play out the Captive Weird. We're kind of relying on the last 2 cards in their hand to not be incredible, but I think that puts us in a good position to make Inga actually turn on. And Inga Scry 3 again is incredible. We'll just keep 1 land to the bottom. Like, you don't want to be resetting an Inga. Letting your opponent scry 3 multiple times, just not a good way to win a game of Magic. Because those other 2 lands are kind of dead. We were going to draw them anyway, probably. So this scry 3 was somewhat comparable to a draw 2, in that we don't have to deal with those cards anymore. How does a double block go wrong for us? Yeah, you know what? I'll just block here and here. Whatever, buddy. Kill what you want. I mean, if they want to bounce my Overgrown Pest, I'm fine with that. But this is a pretty conservative attack. I guess they didn't have great attacks with their 2-2 or their 1-1, but like, this is a pretty good situation for me. I'm pretty happy no matter what happens. I have a lot of card advantage, a lot of stuff to do. I just need to survive. So any turn where all they're doing is tagging with one thing and I can find a way to make a trade, I'm happy. Wow. See, look at that. I traded my Overgrown Pest for a Blight Reaper Thallid. Very happy with that. Okay, well, sure. Not really. Doesn't bother me. Alright, Shapecraft. Well, now I think it's Preening Champion, keep up Shapecraft. I like that. Still enables us to keep up Meeting of the Minds and even Artistic Refusal. No attacks. Pass turn. Sure. Way okay with that. Our board state is better than theirs right now. So if they just attack with a Halo Charge Scab, I block with Inga and a 1-1. I'm way okay with Oracle. Oracle doesn't do anything on this board. I can start pecking him with the Preening Champion at the invasion. Alright. Just kind of a stock blue-black list. We're going to just draw some cards here. Sure. Okay, Skittering Surveyor, is that where I want to start? Yeah. No. I think I'll Converter Beast. Oh, then I can't hold up Assimilate Essence or Zhalfir and Shapecraft. So we'll cast this, go get ourselves a land, finally hit land number 6. Although this does shuffle our library. We did put like 1,000,000 lands on the bottom, but we'll go get one. What do we have? We have triple blue, double green, get a forest, play the forest. No Secret Reach. Bam. Oh, whoops. Misclick. They have something going on over there, but we have multiple ways to ruin whatever that is, so I'm not too unhappy. If they want to blow it up or something, that's fine with me too. Sure. We're at 19 cards in deck. We can afford to draw a lot more cards here. Sure. We're just gonna draw then. Alright, time for Captive Weird to shine. Two, three. What you got for me? Okay. Oracle of Tragedy. Yeah, we'll cast it. So what, till the end of my next turn? Ifar, sure. You got it, buddy. I accept. See, Ifar's Dispersal gets really, really bad if you're not, like, doing things with it, and that does not qualify as doing things with it. That is very bad. Its card gets advantage, and I actually get additional card advantage. Next turn, we're going to play out the Converter Beast. Not flip the token. Oh, okay. Where's the Assimilate Essence? I don't have it. Whatever. We'll just do this. They have some pretty good attacks, but I don't really think I have too many options here. Wow. Okay, you know what? Sure. You got it, buddy. Non-token? Yeah, I'll sacrifice a Surveyor. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage here, but they spent all their mana. Almost all their cards. Yeah, we are just gonna do this. I think. Yeah, I have 7 cards, my friend. You can't do it, and it's only as a sorcery. You have to play land number 9 to get that to flip. Or to get it past Assimilate Essence. Okay, I do think we are going to attack like this. They are going to block. Card disadvantage for them. Sure. Okay with that. Yeah, sure. Can I tap out here? Yeah. I think that's okay. If they avoid a draw card and play the shouldered, I'll be kind of sad, but like, that's fine. Okay, well this is going to go great for me. So we're going to block here. Probably should have blocked with an additional token. Yeah, I should have. We trade for a trick. It's not a big deal. It's kind of foolish of me. I had a feeling there was something, and I should have clearly played around it. They have another removal spell? Sure. Not really too concerned about that. We're gonna just play the Converter Beast. So they still don't have enough lands to play around Assimilate Essence. So we're just gonna peck in here. Hold up Assimilate Essence and Zhalfirin Shapecraft. End the turn. That's right, I have a 5/5. Do what you will. Want to pay extra for it, buddy? Is this another negate? I will laugh. Alright, no negate number 2 in the main deck. Like 2 of Forest Dispersals and a main deck negate. Not really the kind of thing I would expect to play. Not really exciting. They get to decide if they want to attack. Won't go well for them if they do. Really? Well. I have a hard time believing that this is going to go poorly for me. But 8? I think I even block there? Block here and Shapecraft? Take 3? Draw a card. We already got a 5/5 out of the deal. This doesn't have trample. Sure. You got it, buddy. That's to get a card draw out of the deal. Let's take a look at what we got going on under the hood. Into the graveyard you go. Let's go to combat and flip our battle. We got past the shouldered, we have 11 cards on deck. Feeling confident that we can find a way to make this work. Between the Oracle and the 1/1 and the Thespian, we can take down the Scab. Let's go ahead and play Skittering Surveyor. Take action, go get an island. Bunch of non-land cards inside the deck, like 2 lands left now. Nothing but bombs and power. Sure, not worried about that. Flip immediately. Sure. Look, you got nothing going on, buddy. Did I already use my tandem takedown? Didn't I? No. Yeah, we will flip here. Wildwood Escort gets us back our Converter Beast. Or Overgrown Pest, but eh. What is it? Creature or battle? What does Overgrown Pest do again? I always forget. Land or double-faced card. Alright, well, I think we start here. Let's make this a big guy. Attack there. Attack there. Not staring at any secret reach. They really want to try to find a way to get in with that 3/3. It's not going to happen. I just have too much going on. Even a board wipe doesn't do it here. They have no legends, so they just have to wipe the full board. And, well, we just have a 5/5 after that. They concede. They see the writing on the wall. I agree. Would have been attacking with a 5/5, another 5/5, and 5/5 Wildwood Escort, thanks to the that 1/3/3, or the flipped battle. All right, let's see if we can cruise to a few more wins here. We're in bronze. I'm not expecting the best players ever. No offense to them, but bronze. You never know, people play alternative accounts all the time. I think we kind of have to keep this. We have a great opener. Also some stuff if we ever get a third land with Breeding Champion and Captive Weird and Meeting of Minds. Kind of impossible to not keep this. Another land, honestly, fine. I would rather have an island than no land at all. Of course I would prefer a forest here, but wow, look at that. Incredible. Perfect curve, mono blue aggro. Don't mind if I do. Opponents on green, white do nothing. Sure. We're just going to play a Preening Champion. And do we want a Meeting of Minds here? Try and hit lands? Or do we just want to hit them? I think we want to cast Meeting of Minds, so we'll just pass. Sure. If they want to put all their eggs into that basket, that's fine with me. Oh yeah, they do. Sure. We will not be blocking. We will just be drawing some cards. Alright, still no green. A little awkward, unfortunately. I think we have to Slam Jam now. We are going to activate this Captive Weird. Okay, attack. We have blocks on the Sigil Sentinel now, with the completed Conjure. Okay, Monastery Mentor is a good one, but we do have removal for it. We immediately get value off the Mentor. Sure. This card's great, by the way. It is a rare, of course, but, like, Not all the rares are good. Some of them are pretty awful. Shauna? Shauna's okay. Alright, well, if they have specifically aerial boost, I'll get blown out here. Or we can trade and be up a card. Fine with me. Now we should probably Invasion and take out the Monastery Mentor with our Preening Champion, or the Skyclave Aerialist. We can't do the Aerialist because it'll still have 2 toughness. We'll put the Preening Champion counter there. Think. Alright, so we only hit it for 5. Are we blocking? I think the answer is no with the Skyclave, but maybe yes with the Preening Champion. It holds back the 1/1. Means that they have to back up 2 if they want to hit it. Hit with it, rather. Shanna does not bother me. We get the Primordial Plasm next turn if they don't do anything to interfere with our plans. And we can start to cast our stuff. Starting with Overgrown Pest is probably our first course of business. Okay, well they're going to Tandem Takedown. That's going to get them their flip. Not really a way for us to play around that, so I don't blame us for not doing it. Okay, we're gonna try and hit a green source for the Streetwise Negotiator. We do hit one, that's nice. Feeling pretty Streetwise. We're gonna put a counter on the Streetwise Negotiator itself, maybe? Or the Overgrown Pest. We'll do the Overgrown Pest, whatever. No Secret Reach. Probably find a way to make Shauna die if we're very lucky. Attack here. We're at a relatively healthy life total. They have 1 card in hand. But it's a good one. Yeah. Fair enough. Alright, what we got? Okay, well... I think we do have to block here. Do we have to block there? That's 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't really want to chump here, but I don't like the situation I'm in. Leaves us dead to aerial boost, but if we do block, we're kind of just screwed no matter what. Yeah, we'll just block there. Alright, Shapecraft is fine. At least makes us have a Converter Beast play. Turn that into something worthwhile. Get our rebate on the attack with the Skyclave. Cast a Primordial Plasm. End the turn. Not in a very happy position, but we're looking okay. Just an Overgrown Pest, huh? Or just the Shauna? Yeah. We'll block with a Converter Beast and we'll try to Shapecraft it. Sure. Already got our 5/5 out of the deal. We're up a card. Pretty happy with that exchange. I do think we play out the Oracle. We will loot... Yeah, we'll just pitch the land. We have a lot of spells here, we just need to use them. Yeah. Go ahead and attack with this. Might seem aggressive to attack, but we do need to push the pace. And we have a lot of good reactive spells in our hand. Temporal Cleansing probably is the weakest card in our hand, but it is a nice tempo play. Okay, one card in hand from our opponent. We have a Incubator token and a bunch of stuff to do. And a Sandstorm Moloch. So we have blockers. One removal spell does not kill us. There are combinations of... oh dear. Well, that's going to be what? Pro what? Is Trample as well? We can't really do anything about that, because we just die if we cast the Artistic Refusal. Protection from green. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty aggressive attack, buddy. Does have Trample, sadly, so we have to auto-pay for this. Go to blockers. Combat Trick here would be bad. But +2/+2 is the only one I can really see from them that I think would be reasonable to assume they have. This protects us from the trample damage on that. And then we'll Artistic Refusal if they want to go to damage. Temporal Cleansing, probably the slowest card we have here. Alright. We survive. Not very happy with it, but we did what we had to do. Play a land. I think we do play the Emoti. It's a pretty good card. We get a Wary Thespian for our trouble. 15 cards in the deck. Wildwood Escort stays on top. Yeah. Don't really enjoy the position we're in, but... what, that brings it to a 3/4? Brings that to a 4/3. Yeah, we'll do it. Want to block? If they don't block this, they're dead on attacks next turn. Surprised they use the Angelic right there. All that does is force a chump. Now we're in a position where we could actually, like, take this game, if we're careful. We just have to basically survive this turn. Wow, they just pass? Well, now we're just gonna go for it. Yes, please. It's gonna get us back our Converter Beast or Preening Champion. I think it's Preening Champion. Discard a land. Draw another Preening Champion. I don't know, 1/3. 3/1, whoopsie. They block the 3 biggest things. It's 5, 3, 4. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And like post-combat, we have so many options to play here. All we have to make sure is that we can block the Belligerent Regisaur, which we can, with a combination of the Surveyor and Moloch. That just leaves them dead. Still leaves them dead. Okay, cool, we get there. We managed to squeak out the win. despite falling to 2 life to a pretty good rare. Boost ourselves up to Bronze Tier 2. Pretty happy about the way things are shaping up right now. And we're just gonna jump right back into it. Alright. Hand looks great. We have removal spell, 2, solid 5, a way to temporarily deal with something. We're on the draw, that's the only bad part, but I think this hand has what it takes. Yeah, we'll keep it. Alright. Gotta remember to play the island next turn. Well, a little bit late to the party, Captive Weird, but that's okay. Still gonna play a Skyclave Aerialist. They want to remove it, that's fine with me. Amonkhet. Okay, so Wildwood Escort gets any creature or battle? Yeah, if we discard a Modi, we can just get it back. It's the most expensive card in our hand, and we can just get it back anyway. Okay, attack our opponent. Most creatures I think they're going to be able to play here will die to the Tandem Takedown if we so desire. We do need a land, that's one thing we need. This also mills, right? Yeah, mills 3. We milled 3 lands appropriately. They're just going to kill the Captive Weird? Or the Aerialist? I'm fine with that. Deadly Derision? Stasis Field. Sure. Alright, so... 2 mana. There's nothing in this color combination that they could have that kills this at instant speed like that. So we will activate. We're gonna play our land from exile, attack for 3, pass turn. Now we have a No-2 Defender. Alright, 5th land. 5th land. What does this mean for us? They're on 5 mana, do nothing. We already got a card out of the Conjurer, so we're just gonna attack. Wildwood Escort? Yeah, why not? Sure, we'll take an emoji, thank you. We would love to Cascade next turn. Now our opponent's in trouble because we have a handful of actual stuff to do, and they're doing nothing over there. 2 for 1, 2 for 1. If they want to spend a full card on whatever this is, I'm fine. Sure, buddy. We're just gonna counter that. This is awful for them. This is terrible. What are we even gonna discard? Like, Temporal Cleansing? Card's not doing anything. Overgrown Pest? Yeah, I think we discard the Inga. I think it's the most soft card in our hand. They go to 6 life. Play out a land, pass turn. Didn't really want them to incubate 3. Shouldered Whispering 1. Sure. Just gonna Temporal Cleansing that back to their... whatever. See, Shouldered is a pretty cool card, but it does not just win you the game. Especially when you have non-bows like Stasis Field inside your deck. You're just asking for that exact sequence to happen. And we scoop up another victory. See, don't put edict effects inside of your deck if you also have enchantment-based removal. It's just a... oh yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had fun teaching my opponent how to have non-bows. Alright. With a clean 5-0, hoping we can take 2 more before the event's over, without a loss if I can help it. Alright, we have an opponent. Ooh, we're ranking up some. This opponent's in... what is that? Is that silver? I can't actually remember what the icons look like. We have a great hand. We have some stuff to do on 3 if we ever draw any land at all, including a Preening Champion, Streetwise Negotiator on 2. We're on the play as well. Just an excellent starting hand. Even if we miss for 1 turn, we'll still be fine. We don't even miss, so we just get whatever we want. Red? Don't mind seeing red when I have such a great hand. See, we're already... look at this. They're playing one of the worst color combinations. I'm just very happy with the way things are looking. Sure. Preening Champion. Very, very good curve. Kind of difficult to contest it, honestly. I mean, I'm sure they have stuff to do, but... the ideal for them is they blow up one of my cards and they attack me. Which is fine. Got a lot of stuff to do in my hand. Okay. Well, they can't attack. They're going to attack. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll block. Kenra Spellspear is a hell of a magic card. I'm fine with that block. Now, them flipping it up is kind of difficult, and I have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm just gonna attack. The worst case scenario is that they, Furnace Rains my Inga. I think I'm okay with that. Scry 3, are we looking for a 5th land? Not really. I think we're fine drawing maybe one of them. So we draw a 5th, we have Sandstalker, Moloch, and Skyclave Aerialist. Captive Weird after that to play alongside the Converter Beast. Oh yeah. It's pretty nice. I'm happy with that. Attack. That's not really threatening. Okay, so now what? Feels like a holding pattern kind of situation. I think we just play the Skyclave Aerialist and pass turn. There's definitely ways that this goes wrong for me if I attack. I don't really have any good answer to what they're doing, so I'll just end the turn. Next turn, if we really want to, we can activate the Aerialist. Alright, yeah, that does suck. One creature has died this turn. Yeah. Bunch of battles going on. They get to hit that, fine. Sure. Okay, so attack with Billy Rider means we get to draw 3 cards. So that's pretty nice. I think we do just flash this in anyway. Converter Beast. Sandstorm Moloch. Don't really have great attacks here. No attacks pass. 2 cards in hand. Another counter on the Billy Rider would make things pretty inconvenient for me, but I have some stuff. I have a card draw off Captive Weird. I have a 5/5 underneath there that I just have to flip up. Another Billy Rider, not really too threatened by that. That's okay. It does mean that they have 3 power worth of first strike there, but that's okay. Ooh, an Artistic Refusal is an incredible draw. We're going to start with this, however. Autopay. Play out our land. No attacks, and end the turn. We're a little lacking in the bomb department, but we just have great card quality overall. 2 Preening Champions, Streetwise Negotiator, 1 Captive Weird, Artistic Refusal is just good. Sure. What you got? I'm just gonna flip this up. That's all I'm gonna do. Second Artistic Refusal. Now we can actually afford to cast both. Do I want to attack with my 5/5? No. Think I'm okay just holding up both of the refusals. You could say that I'm refusing to budge on this. Seal from Existence. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any reason to let that go, so I'll just counter it. And then we'll just discard a basic island? No, discard a basic forest. See, like, it's really good to hold the counterspells for valuable spells, but realistically, when I'm going up a card anyway, it's probably worth just countering any good card, or any reasonably okay card. Now that I have an extra land, I'm a little bit more happy about just playing it and the Thespian, and attacking with my 5/5. If they want to double block, that's fine with me. Opponent deep in the tank here. Don't know what they have going on. They're already in blocks though, so they don't have any reactions. They're just choosing what to block with. Looks like anyway. Chump block. Yep, I take it. We take those. Go ahead and put your no counters on something. Yeah, resolve. Yeah, we'll just play this out. Meeting of the Minds, don't mind if I do. And you'll play this. End turn. Sure. Alright. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, I do like Temporal Cleansing on the Billy Rider. And then, I mean, they have 1 card in hand. I don't see how this could go that bad for me. Attack with these 3 creatures. Like, if they have a combat trick, that's fine with me. Good game. Yeah. It was going to get to the point where, like, Flunge with everything would have been the answer eventually. But just resetting the Billy Rider makes it to where their blocks are just awful. At best, they're trading with something, but even there, it would have just been jumps. 6 wins. See if we can bring in the 7th. Round this thing out nice and neat. Okay. We have a 1-lander. We can't keep this one, sadly. I wish we could. 3 lands and some stuff. I think we're keeping this and binning the Inga or the Converter Beast. Oh, you know, Scry 3 is pretty good. Converter Beast has been a little bit slow. Taking the time to flip has been the real problem with Converter Beast. It's a great card, but just difficult to find the time for it, you know? Yeah, Captive Weird's a good one. Probably gonna take some damage from that. They're gonna cycle. We're gonna Preening Champion. Oh dear, well, that's not good for me. Well, we're gonna cast a Preening Champion and just hope that we can hold back some of their aggression here. Next turn we have Inga Rune Eyes. Okay, so tap out with that means that we can block and make sure they don't flip Invasion right now. Don't like that. Yeah, I don't know if we really have a good block there. I don't want to block it. So it's Inga or Preening Champion number 2. Preening Champion number 2 insulates us against removal better, although it's more mana efficient to do Inga. I think this is our best chance of actually protecting the battle. No attacks. See what my opponent has in store for me. Their own Preening Champion, fine by me. Yeah, this time we are going to block. Sucks, but you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Now we have their 2 mana. We're gonna just... I don't know. Feels like... Let's go to combat. Okay, so they do have something. Which means Inga's probably the only thing we can realistically do here. If we play out the invasion, we're just asking to get blown out. They might even have Artistic Refusal. We already have lands. We're gonna put Emoti under or there so that we play the Emoti and we immediately draw 2. Yeah, we're gonna block, I mean... Sure. Whew, not good. Not fond of that. Play another spell, please. Stoke the Flames. Okay. Well, they did spend an entire card on it, which is fine by me. Now, however, we have an opportunity. We're gonna try to do this. Like, we're probably just dead if they have something anyway, so... They have another Stoke the Flames? Shadow the Source. Yeah, whatever. Good job, buddy. Can't really do anything here. They have Cadus. Cadus doesn't really do much here, but do we block? Not yet. Not happy about that. Skittering Surveyor's not bad, but I think Emodi's the only thing that can possibly get us out of this hole. Not great. Bunch of 1 toughness dorks. Temporal Cleansing, not really what we're looking for. Our opponent had a great curve, we had a pretty slow draw. Need to get the mines. Sure, buddy. Draw all the cards you want. Alright, they're just going to attack there. Unfortunately, we don't really have the option of not blocking. We're at a low enough life total to where we kind of have to. Uh, 2-1 matches up against the Preening Champion, I guess. Yeah, they untap some stuff. We're going to play Skittering Surveyor and Skyclave Aerialist. Take at least 3 off of the Cadus. Go get ourselves another blue mana. I almost conceded when they had the Shatter the Source, but like, what am I going to do? I can't really not play cards, right? So removal again. Okay. Getting smothered by card advantage. We're gonna block here. They have another Stoke the Flames? That'd be kind of funny. They played Forest Dispersal, Shatter the Source, Stoke the Flames. Just pretty great card quality all around. Alright, so we're in double chump territory. Or rather, single chump territory. But I don't hate where we're at. It's a possibility that one of these 2 cards can dig us out of this. Okay, so if we Artistic Refusal tapping the Skyclave, we have to chump the Cadus, go to 1. I think it might be the only thing that we have available to us to do, so we're going to try it. Well, we can't really flip the Captive Weird, so it's just a 1/3 defender. Good game. Opponent just had, like, literally 8 million removal spells. Unfortunate for me, but yeah, Invasion of Segovia is incredible. Pretty great card to have. Not really upset about that one, it's just a fact of the format. Sometimes that stuff happens. 1 loss on our record, kinda sad to see it, but it'll be okay. Alright, what do we got? Come on, Oppo, waiting for you. We'll give it a pause. Alright, we find an opponent. They're in the same rank we are, roundabouts. We have a great hand with, well, an okay hand at least, you know. We can definitely conceive of better, but we can't really mull this, so we'll keep it. Okay. Streetwise Negotiator. Understandable. Play something pre-combat, that'd be nice. Yeah, I'm not really gonna try and get them here with the Shapecraft. Lighted Burgeoning, sure. Smells like we might have an Invasion of Alara. Wow, that's a great one. Great draw. We're going to take another 3 off the Streetwise Negotiator. But they're still a little ways away from being able to cast, right? Yeah. They could flip here if they want to, but... I will block with the Captive Weird, try and tie up more of their mana. Don't like that. That's not good for me. What? Okay. Well... You know... I've seen some Bronze tier shenanigans happening over there. Urn of Godfire, not really the card I would expect to see too often. But we do have some stuff to do. Preening Champion. Send it in. Pass the turn. Sure. We have blocks on that with the Captive Weird. This is an Invasion of Alara turn. A Ricksmithy? What the? Okay. A Ricksmithy Slumbering Isle, huh? Well, I am going to counter it. Pay all. We're going to take 5 damage here, but... Negate? What is with main deck negate? What is happening? Alright, well... My opponents want to play main deck negate, so I'm not going to try and talk them out of it. We're going to activate here. Do we want to activate? No, we can't really afford to. If they do have the invasion, we do need to counter that. Really? Sure. Transform? Sure. Alright, well, we're going to Shapecraft here. We draw a card out of it. Take some damage on the backswing. Or on the... from the actual creatures attacking us. We're in a little bit of trouble, honestly. We're flooding out heavily. Up to 8 lands now. Can't really afford to block with our Preening Champion. Hoping they play something pre-combat. You want to pay 4 extra for it? See, this is a trick I'd like them to pay so I can have an Incubate too. They do not pay. Alright, fair enough. You got me, opponent. Oh my god. What a joke. Alright, feeling like I might lose this one too. We're going to 1 here. Yikes. Yeah, we're just dead on board. Yeah, fair enough. Good game, opponent. We went from 6-0 to 6-2 that quickly. I think the only real misplay I made in that game was not casting the Artistic Refusal instead of the Assimilate Essence. But like, I leave myself dead to so many things pretty much no matter what I do in that position. Not really a great answer, but I still think that the best way to maximize my win percentage would have been to actually cast the other one. Alright, we have our final opponent. We go first with a nice 2 into 3 with a Skittering Surveyor and some removal too. Or rather, interaction at least. Feeling pretty good about this one. Nice. Alright. Haven't transformed one of these things yet. What you got? Oracle of Tragedy, not really a card I'm afraid of. Not really a card I'm looking to play too often either. Just pretty average. At best. Like, thinking about how much worse this card is than Captive Weird, it's actually quite a bit worse than Captive Weird. Which is unfortunate. I mean, Captive Weird is obviously quite good, but... This is a 2-mana uncommon, and it's just much worse. Their own Preening Champion, fair enough. Next turn, we just Converter Beast here. Or we just transform. Yeah, whatever, we'll just transform. Oops. No thanks. Let's attack with these two. They want to block, fine by me. We get an extra card. Next turn we can play the Skittering Surveyor, go get a land, hold up Assimilate Essence. This is the turn where they really have, like, freedom to do whatever they want. Smells like maybe no land. No land. Fine by me. No blocks. Alright. We are going to play out the forest. We have Artistic Refusal up if we want to leave the other stuff at home, but I think we're just going to do this anyway. Go get ourselves a second blue mana. Yes, please. You can also hold up Meeting of Minds this way. So pretty much no matter what they do this turn, they're pretty constrained on mana. We have a way to interact, or at least get value. They want to spend their turn tapping 2 of their creatures and or removing them in order to draw 1 card off of that. That's fine with me. In fact, if they really don't have a 4th land, that might just be the correct choice. Like, I don't know what their hand is, but sometimes in this situation you just have to bite the bullet. Try to get to your next land, because it's the only way you're going to win the game. Tymaret. Tymaret isn't really that good on this board, so I'm just going to let it resolve. Not really too concerned about them gaining life. Sure. Really? Yeah, I mean, I can't really punish them for it, so I guess that makes sense. 2 damage. Draw some cards. Cool. Play out an island. Bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, I think we do play it, right? Yeah, we just play it. Still hold up Assimilate Essence. And also the 5/5. So we kind of get to do a lot of stuff at once here. Not really sure what my opponent has going on, but if it's a battle or a creature, I have something for it. That is a battle, and it's not really one I want to see, so I'm going to counter it. Not really fond of that card being on my opponent's side of the battlefield. They have some attacks. I'm fine with that. We're actually pressuring them better than they're pressuring us. Plus, we get to untap a 5/5 and attack them with it. So... we're flooding a little bit, but that's okay. Bink and Bink. I mean, if we're going to race, I think my racing is better than theirs. They're going to chump block? Fine with that. A-okay with that. does get them a loot, but you know, like, I'm not going to win the game by letting them stay at a high life total while I have a 5-5 sitting around. We still have Artistic Refusal. Lets us pitch one of these lands, because they're gonna cast a spell. It's just a fact. We're looking at 5 non-lands, probably. Maybe 6. Halo Charge Scop, yeah, you got it, buddy. Four mana, 5 cards. You didn't loot to find a land so you could do nothing, right? Because, like, next turn I have a pretty clean attack with both of these, don't do anything else. And that, like, it's really bad for them if I just do that and pass. I'm not going to guarantee victory, there's definitely cards that they could have here. But it's not looking good. Etherblade Agent, sure. Sure. Another land, not really what I was hoping to see. That's okay. We're just gonna attack. Still winning the race pretty handily. Uh-oh. They have something. Is it Nightmare? What is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, they have the Hunt Master. Holding priority. They're gonna incubate 3, fine by me. They don't really have the time to flip those, so I'm not really threatened. Plus we have like a bunch of already lined up blocks here. Like if all they do is animate and attack, end step I'm just casting Artistic Refusal. If they cast a spell here, I'm just casting Artistic Refusal. Pretty much whatever it is. Yeah, that's one I'm gonna counter. Autopay. Discard that. Submit. Preening Champion and Demodi, I can play both in one turn. Really? Sure, no blocks. Yeah, we'll cast this first. Sandstalker Moloch. Sure. Preening Champion. They're not really doing anything else, are we? We want to hold these lands in hand to insulate ourselves against hand disruption? Probably. But the window's rapidly closing on them being able to win this game without, like, literally a Wrath. Because next turn we have an actually lethal attack. Sure. Okay, so non-land permanent, huh? 9 lands. Okay, we're gonna start with Temporal Cleansing. Autopay. I mean, the answer is not to activate it, that's for sure. Now we're gonna just invasion. Breeding champion, Timuret. Alright, game over. Look, sure. They want to block, they can block. Yep, that's math. Good game, opponent. Bringing it down to the wire. Had us a little spotty with all the lands we drew up until we turned the corner in the race. Brings us to a 7-2 victory. Pretty happy about that. Claim our prize. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at today's draft and gameplay. I definitely misplayed quite a few times there, but I can only think of about 3 or 4 actual misplays that I made, aside from games where I just wasn't playing well. Thank you for tuning in once more. Please feel free to leave a comment, possibly subscribe or like the video. Check out my articles inside of my description for Hipsters of the Coast, as well as Commander's Herald, and soon to be Eminence Gaming. You've been watching Robot LVS. Please have yourself a wonderful day.